Hello everyone, my name is Anuar Saenz Martinez. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the bioinformatics analysis on my selected gene in colorectal cancer. So let's begin. My gene that I selected was the BMP2 gene, which is a gene that transports healing cells throughout the body, as well that uses osteogenesis to repair bones or cartilage throughout the body. For cancer cells, it is important because by infecting this gene, it can change the genetic information from an infected cell, so that it can pass through the defenses of the body and infect other parts of the body, as well as to creating an environment that can help the creation of a tumor within us, preventing us to diagnostic in a really fast way. So for us to do the analysis, the first thing that we used was the string tool to analyze a 0.400 and a 0.900 score between the network of the BMP2. What this shows is that there's a high connectivity rate between the MP2 and other genes. However, it is important to notice that most of the genes are from the same family as the BMP2, such as the BMPR1, the BMPR2, etc., demonstrating that there's a high connectivity rate between them. The next part of the analysis that we did was the gene mania analysis to see the interactions that the gene has with other genes. In the case of the BMP2, the interactions were mainly physical. Around 76.64% of the interactions were physical, meaning that all the process to transport main components throughout this cell, through this gene, were primarily done by protein, meaning that signifying the importance of this gene. For the final part of the analysis, we use the tool KM-Plotter to analyze the survival rate of a patient with colorectal cancer using the selected gene. For the case of the BMP2 gene, it shows that it has no significant impact in this survival rate, meaning that there's no change at all for a patient that has colorectal cancer, even if it has a high expression or a low expression. The survival rate doesn't change at all, meaning that it has no significant impact. With this in mind, we can conclude that although the BMP2 gene is a highly connected gene with different pathways and interacting with other genes in a physical way, it has no significant impact for the survival of a patient with colorectal cancer, meaning that it's not a useful biomarker for us to use if we want to detect a patient with colorectal cancer for an early diagnosis. So thank you for your attention. I